Welcome back to Nerd Safari. I'm Simon.
I'm Ellie.
And if you enjoy this video, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell thing. That would be very kind of you indeed. And a trailer just dropped today from Universal Studios for none other than Jurassic World Rebirth. And we have been huge fans of the Jurassic franchises for years, for as long as we've even been together. I still remember buying the Michael Crichton book for Jurassic Park before there even was a movie, so super excited. So we're going to check out this teaser trailer for the very first time. While we do that, I have my favorite question for you, our viewers, and I would love for you to drop your answers in the comments below. And my favorite question is simply this: what is your favorite dinosaur? So please, you won't believe how invested I am in hearing your answers to that question. We will tell you our favorite dinosaurs and what we think of this trailer right after we watch it, so stick around until the end. But for now...
let's go.
This is Zora Bennett. I'm mission specialist.
Sorry, what mission?
It's already giving me
This
goosebumps.
would be a medical breakthrough that could save countless lives. It comes from the largest dinosaurs on the planet.
Oh my god.
Fortunately for us, all these species exist in one isolated place. Can you be ready tomorrow?
I can guarantee your safety. I mean, more or less.
More or less?
He's your guy?
We're the best at moving things and people in and out of places they shouldn't be.
We look towards Barbados, avoid government patrol, but there aren't that many anymore.
Why's that?
No one's dumb enough to go where we're going.
This island was the research facility for the original Jurassic Park.
We need DNA from the 3 biggest dinosaurs. Do we have to get a sample from an egg? I suppose we could try and get it from the parent, but they're a flying carnivore the size of an F-16.
Maybe we should make it quick.
These dinosaurs were too dangerous for the original park.
Please don't say they're raptors. They're raptors.
The worst of the worst were left here.
Oh, wow.
Come on! Duncan!
Oh, man.
We put ourselves in a place we don't belong. Survival is a long shot.
What the hell are those?
They're helping the mosasaur defend territory, stalk, hunt.
None of what you just said is good.
Holy moly. Oh my goodness. There was a lot to unpack there. You start. What were your impressions of the Jurassic World Rebirth trailer?
I think when it was initially announced, I was thinking about how much I've got Jurassic Park fatigue.
Ooh.
The last couple of movies, we watched them. They were fine. They weren't the kind of thing that I would get excited about. I think we managed to get free tickets to one, and then I think another one we watched at home. They were fine, but I wasn't that excited. And then this one was announced, and I'm thinking, like, they announced the casting, and I was like, wow. The people they're announcing, like, generally they make decent decisions with what they get involved with. So now I'm kind of more invested. And then watching this trailer, I'm thinking, dinosaurs, yay!
Well, maybe 2 reasons why you're more invested in this one than you imagined after watching the Jurassic World movies. One, the script is written by the scriptwriter from the original Jurassic Park movie.
Oh.
And 2, the director is the director of movies like Godzilla. So you've got, a very capable crew as well as a really A-list cast. So I guess points in the trailer that really jumped out to me. you've got the long grass at the beginning, which I just think is a staple of Jurassic Park. Like, you didn't actually see in the original Jurassic Park movie that much time of seeing dinosaurs, but there were those moments where they're walking through the long grass and you can just see it parting, and raptors are in there, and so that really jumped out at me. There were a couple of things that blew my mind, though. One, seeing the Spinosaurus back, the ones with the big sail fin down their backs. They appeared in Jurassic Park 3, and I don't think we ever saw them again. And they were a real, they kind of gave a T-Rex a run for their money. I really liked them as like an apex predator. I even remember reading up that they didn't live in the same time period as a T-Rex, but I always thought, my gosh, what a crazy battle that would be. The other thing that blew my mind, in the original Jurassic Park book, which I had just read so many times, a criminal number of times, there was a raft scene with a raft going down a river, and I think it was a T-Rex, and it's been a minute since I read it, but I think it was a T-Rex kind of preying on the raft, and I just remember thinking, like, first of all, the Jurassic Park book and the first movie by association, I think, were disaster movies rather than monster movies. And it's a subtle difference, but I do think it focused on humans in peril rather than necessarily the dinosaurs that were putting them in peril. Like, it was a failing of the park, and I think the environment really added to that. And I always thought, man, I would love to see. I was never sure, like, did they film that and then delete it? Like, is there a deleted scene somewhere of that raft chase? But I remember thinking, how terrifying must it be if you're just on this inflatable raft and there's an actual T-Rex that can swim like a crocodile chasing you, that could chomp that raft to pieces. And where are you going to go? You're going to go in the water, get eaten, stay on the raft, get eaten. You're hosed either way. So there were bits of this trailer that brought that back to me. And I remember the director talking in earlier interviews about how he was bringing back moments from the original Jurassic Park book that were never included in the movie. And I wonder if that whole kind of raft water battle was one of them. But yeah, I mean, this, to me, it really feels promising in terms of, like, being connected to Jurassic Park DNA. I don't think it necessarily dismisses what happened in the Jurassic World movies, but it feels a little bit more grounded. It gave me goosebumps. That first shot of the lobby with their "Welcome to Jurassic Park" or whatever that banner says across the T-Rex, that just gave me chills seeing that again.
So you're saying it's connected to Jurassic Park Mr. DNA?
Mr. DNA, there you go. So, on to my question. I know you've got a really quick answer to this because you seem to randomly be asked this question more than you would ever imagine. What is your favorite dinosaur, and maybe why?
My favorite dinosaur since I was very tiny was the ankylosaur. I don't have a good reason other than I got a dinosaur coloring book when I was probably 5, and the ankylosaur in it was the cutest one in the book. I've just loved them ever since. And who doesn't love, like, a little chunky guy who just bumbles around eating leaves, and then if he gets annoyed, he's just, like, gonna bash people with his, like, tail hammer thing. And then we get Jurassic Park Camp Cretaceous, and then they had the cutest ankylosaur ever with Bumpy.
Yes.
And I was so happy when we met Bumpy, and then I was scared that they were going to take Bumpy away, but then we get to keep Bumpy for the whole of that season.
Yeah, Bumpy was the baby Yoda of Jurassic Park Camp Cretaceous.
I keep hoping to get the Bumpy Lego at some point, but I'm going to keep an eye out for it.
You didn't keep that very secret, but maybe you will. Maybe there's some kind of a romantic day coming up. My favorite dinosaur, it's going to sound cliche, but it's a T-Rex. Ever since I was a kid, you would get a Brachiosaurus, I guess as they're called now. You would get a Triceratops, and you would get the T-Rex with his little arms. And the Triceratops was kind of, he looked fierce, but then now that he was just kind of like a rhino and just would just poke things with his head, like, that wasn't that scary. But the T-Rex, actually, the little plastic toys, you could often even, like, squeeze the mouth shut as well and make him bite and hold things. And I was always a big fan of the T-Rex. And I just remember watching that first Jurassic Park movie and just being terrified by like the roar, like the visuals of the T-Rex, it tearing people to pieces on the toilet, like that first movie brought T-Rexes to life in a way that I found so satisfying, and I honestly don't think they've been done justice since then. Maybe The Lost World had some kind of fun T-Rex moments, but I felt like the T-Rex wasn't really done justice in that movie. So I am so hopeful that Jurassic World Rebirth will give us a rebirth of the T-Rex as the main star of the show. Well, there you go. That is what we think of the trailer, and what we think about a whole bunch of dinosaurs. So we hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, remember to like, subscribe, tell your friends, do whatever you can. But we will see you very soon, friends, on the next Nerd Safari.
Peace out, nerds.